So I'm going to keep this plugged in for the moment. All right, Wendy, can you hear me okay? You're muted, but thumbs up, yes? Great, thank you.
Yes, I can.
Okay, perfect, thank you. Okay. Hi, everyone. Susan is, I don't know, somewhere on vacation maybe. You know, if you're short like me, putting the blocks like this is nice for your feet, but if you're not short and you don't need that, that's fine. But I like feet on blocks because I'm short. But if you don't need them, you don't need them. So I'm just back from my vacation last week, and we did a trip for the graduating seniors. My sister is a graduating senior. I had a graduating senior. They're cousins, 3 months apart. They're super close, and they live far away, so we don't get to spend big time with them. But we all went to St. Lucia together, and we stayed together, and we had like a really lovely week. So vacation is always this time, this moment of like sort of course, like spending, time outside of time, where we in our day to day, we're in our sort of siloed worlds, of people that are like us and people that are hopefully, that people that we like and we enjoy being around, and but we seek that, and vacation sort of takes us out of that comfort zone, takes us out of the the realm of what we're used to, or just our habits, right? So there's, even if you're just vacationing somewhere not on an airplane, Tamara, there's a chair up here for you, actually, if you want to come up here. But I had this, we were in St. Lucia, and we were on the top. It's a volcanic island, so there's a lot of mountains, and we were on the top of this mountain where you just get this, view for 360 degrees, and you can see just, feels like forever. And I don't know if any of you know the astrophysicist Neil deGrasse Tyson. He's written a bunch of books, and I think he's at the Hayden Planetarium, and he's just an amazing guy. And he talks about what's called the overview effect, which is when astronauts go out into outer space and they see the Earth as just this one thing. You don't see borders, you don't see borders of states, you don't see borders of countries when you're, out in outer space. You don't see where one ocean becomes another ocean. You just see this one thing, and they have this sense of the interconnectedness of things, the oneness of things. And I felt like at the top of this mountain, even just being up in an airplane, you have that same sense, right? You're not seeing borders, you're not seeing difference, you're not seeing, you're not seeing skin color and political parties and all viewpoints and all the ways that we separate ourselves in the world. And we are separated in some ways, though that is a reality. We are separate beings and unique beings, but we are also this one thing. And so I've been sharing this story all week that Neil deGrasse Tyson was on NPR being interviewed a bunch of years ago, and my son is a big fan of his, and I had bought him tickets to go see him, and he was actually like on their top plugging his tour, but he was talking about this overview effect, the cosmic perspective. And I called in and I was like, I just want to tell you that, in yoga, that's what we do in yoga. You don't actually have to go to outer space. You can go to a yoga class. My son has never been more mortified in his life. I mean, of course, to an 18-year-old, just breathing is mortifying, of course. So as a mother, so, whatever. But this was literally the most mortifying thing I'd ever done, was call Neil deGrasse Tyson on the air and talk to him about yoga. He was very generous, and he just says, well, yogis are just kind, generous, benevolent people, the yogis I know, so just keep doing that, but that's the point. The idea is, when we come to yoga, that's what we're attempting to do. That's part of what the practice is to widen the perspective, is to see that sort of cosmic perspective. We come together, we do all the same poses in the room, but they all look a little different. We get in our minds about, well, my pose doesn't look like that, she can balance better than I can, or I can do that better than she can, right? We get in our mind space, even in here, even in a yoga class. But really the practice, we always call yoga a practice. And what are we practicing? We're practicing that perspective. We're practicing seeing the oneness before we're seeing the separateness, seeing that we are part of this human race before we are these individual siloed beings. Now, of course, easier to do on vacation, easier to do in yoga class, but that is the idea. So if we work on it in here, then we can work on it out there, and hopefully bring that awareness to, the ways that we are interacting with the world. There's this saying in yoga that says, ya drishti, sa shrishti, which means literally what you what you see is what you create. In other words, like the way you see the world creates your reality. And so that's what we're doing. We're shaping the way that we are seeing. So we'll work with that in the ways that we do in our practice this morning. So, okay. So step your feet flat. If they're on blocks, great. If they're on the floor, that's fine. Sit forward of the back of the seat a little bit, just so you can sit up tall for the start. Close your eyes. Take the viewpoint inwards to that bigger view of the world inside yourself. Maybe have a sense of that you are, yes, skin and muscle and bone and organs and a brain and thoughts and labels and roles, but that you are also this pulsing energy that is beating your heart and turning the tides and spinning the planets. It's all the same energy. So as you feel your heartbeat and your breath flow, just let yourself connect into that energy flow. Connect into an energy that feels part of you, but that is also bigger than you. That you are an integral part of, but that you are not the whole thing. And just sit with that awareness for a couple of breaths. And then join your hands together in front of your heart. I like to be in classes chanting Om. Om is it's said that Om sound is the sound. If we could hear the entire universe at once, everything in the entire universe at once, that's the sound we would hear is Om. So when we chant Om, part of what we're doing is we're connecting to each other in the room, but we're also connecting into that bigger vibration. So I'd like to start with an Om. If you'd like to join in, take in a deep breath. Om. Now just let your head bow towards your heart and release your hands. And let your eyes open. Okay. Come forward on your chair a little bit so you can, and if you still need the blocks for your feet, that's fine, but take your feet a little bit wider just so you feel like you've got a little bit of a wider base that you're sitting on. And then take your feet, a little wider, that's good. And then right hand on your right thigh, take your left arm up and just start some circles with the left arm. That's it, like you're drawing a circle in the air with that left arm. And you're just letting the diameter of the circle get bigger with each circle. And then you can bring a little cat and cow into it so you can reach forward a little bit and you can arch back a little bit, twist open a little as you're going, as your shoulder and your spine starts to warm up a little bit. That's it, circle around. And then change the direction, go the other way. So circle to the back and then sweep your arm forward. Again, you can arch back a little, round a little if that feels nice in your spine. And see if you can feel not just your hand, your elbow, your arm moving, but the whole arm rotating in the shoulder socket. Next time your arm is up, hold it there. Good. Pin your left hip down and stretch your left arm up a little taller so you can get the left arm straight. Good. Then you can take your right hand to the side of the chair and lean to the right. You can slide your hand down. Yep, and reach over. Try to keep your right shoulder relaxed. That's it. The right shoulder likes to sort of pop forward. So keep the right shoulder relaxed. Keep your left hip down. Reach over to the right. Take one more breath. Good. Inhale and come on up. And just pause, rest your hands on your lap. Often we do yoga with our eyes closed. Today, my invitation to you is going to be to take a really soft gaze, right? So that you're seeing the room in front of you, but also that wider perspective. So open up your peripheral vision a little bit. All right, and then let's circle the right arm. So begin to sweep around, start small, especially if your shoulders are feeling cranky, just let them ease their way open a little bit more. Ease them open gently. And then as you start to warm up, you can let that circle become wider, bigger. Again, bring the torso into it a little bit, maybe round forward a little, reach back a little, and then change the direction. So even just all these, yoga is like a little vacation for us. It's the invitation to step out of the habits. Unless someone's telling you to, you are reaching with the same hand, stepping with the same foot, right? Crossing your legs the same way. And that has an effect. It affects our bodies, it affects our brains. Everything affects everything. Okay, next time your arm is up by your ear, hold it there. And then feel your right hip, your right thigh bone really pressing down into the chair and get tall through the right side of your body. So lift up, then left hand to the left side of the chair, slide it down any amount. If your neck feels comfortable, gaze upwards. And again, soft eyes. See your arm maybe or your hand and just see the wider room around you. If that bothers some to your neck, just look forward. Do the same thing. Soft eyes. Good. One more breath. And then inhale and come on up. Good. Hands onto your thighs. Let's do a little seated cat and cow. So with your hands, I like hands on knees for this one so you can sort of pull a little. So as you inhale, arch your back, lift your chest, curl your head back. And then as you exhale, let your back drop forward, let your weight drop into your hands, let your back drop back towards the chair behind you. And then pull a little with your hands. Inhale, come on up, lengthen the front of your body. As you exhale, round. And back and forth a few times. And again, if you want to do it with eyes closed, it's fine. But maybe today, just for today, try for that softer gaze. Keeping the wider viewpoint. One more round of breath. Inhale to arch. Exhale to round. Good. And then come up to neutral. Scoot forward even a little more. So come to the edge of your chair and go really wide with your feet now, like as wide as you're comfortable going. That's it. Then take your hands to your inner knees, turn your hands around. So fingertips are pointing down. Good. Okay, this is the movement. You're going to push your right knee over to the right, but you're going to dip your right shoulder down to the left. And then you're going to look up over the left shoulder. I know that's a lot of things to do. Right knee right, right shoulder towards left knee, look up to the left. A little bit of a twist. Good. Then inhale, come up and over to the other side. Press the left knee to the left. That's it. Let the left shoulder dip down. Look up to the right. Inhale, center. Over to the first side again. Press the right knee right. So don't let the right knee dip down, or try not to. It might come down a little bit, but keep pressing the right knee wide out to the right. Look up to the left. Maybe look up a little farther over your shoulder. Inhale, center. Second side. Left shoulder dips down. Look up to the right. Keep the left knee out wide. Good. Inhale and come on up. Okay, grab your strap. Okay, a little upper back strengthener we're going to do now. So you're going to hold the strap wider than your shoulders. And if you've got shoulder stuff going on, go really wide. It's going to be easier. The more cranky your shoulders feel, the wider your hands go. That's a good rule of thumb for shoulders. All right. Pull on the strap as if you're trying to snap it in half. So you have a little tension in the strap. Good. Then inhale, take your arms up overhead. If you can take your hands back behind your head, do that. If that's bothersome, just stay in the front body. That's totally fine. And then you're going to pull down. So your strap will either come to your chest or it'll come behind your head. Either way is fine. Whatever's better for your shoulders. Squeeze your shoulder blades in towards each other. That's it. Inhale, sit up, stretch up. Exhale, pull down. Squeeze your shoulder blades in. That's it. Inhale, stretch up tall. Good. One more. This time you're going to bring the strap right behind your head. So your head is into the strap. We're like sort of resting into the strap. I'll give the back view like that. Okay. Now squeeze your elbows back a little more. And now press your head back into the strap. Take your gaze up. So you can stretch the front of your neck, but the strap is supporting the back of your head. That's it. Take one more breath here. Wide, soft gaze with your eyes. And then inhale and sit up. Good. Remove the strap, take it out in front and just do a couple of rolls. Roll back and then roll forward. Okay, set the strap aside for now. We're going to use it again in a minute. Don't let it go too far. Okay, here's the next thing. For this one, your legs can be a little narrower. Elbows in, make little T-Rex arms, like little short little T-Rex arms. Good. Bring your elbows in close. Your elbows are not gonna go out for this one. Your elbows stay in, and you're just gonna rotate your hands outwards, keeping your elbows in. That's it. Yep. Squeeze your shoulder blades in. You can lift your head a little bit. Good. And then bring your hands together and let your chin come down a little. And then inhale, lift your chin a little. Widen out the hands. Keep the elbows in. That's it. Good, you guys. Exhale. Bring the hands together. And then a couple more just like that. Lift the head. Widen the hands out. This is a good rotator cuff strengthener. If you've got rotator cuff stuff going on, this is a good one to do. Hands together. A couple more. Squeeze open. Good. And then last one. If you're feeling this in your low back at all, just keep your abdominals gently toned so you're supporting your low back. Okay, good. Rest your hands in your lap for a minute. Do a little, shrugging, wiggling, circling, whatever you need to do. Okay, one more seated shoulder thing. This one looks like this. So same T-Rex arms, but now elbows in front of shoulders. That's it, palms facing forward. Now notice this is what wants to happen, right? Hands closer, elbows wide. And if there's a tightness there and that's how the arms land, it's okay. But if you can bring your elbows in a smidge closer so that your forearms are like railroad tracks, parallel to each other, you'll get a little bit more opening into the shoulders. Okay, here's the move. As you inhale, elbows wide, press them back, head back. Good. Then bring them together in front. Let your upper back round a little bit. Press your hands together. You can let your gaze go down toward your feet. Then inhale, open your elbows out wide. Lift your chin, lift your gaze a little bit. Exhale, elbows together, soft gaze. Just like that. Couple more. Inhale. Yep. And exhale together. And last one. Inhale, open. And exhale together. Okay, good. And let the shoulders go. All right, roll them out, roll them out. Let's come up to stand. You can just move the strap, let's do this with the chair actually. Set the chair, do the chair like this. Like facing this direction, seat that way. Yep, and then it's set up for where we're going next. All right, I'm gonna take this thing off now. All right, find your strap again. Okay, then for this one, we're not going to use the chair for the moment. We just had it set up for later. So here's the next move. You're going to hold behind your back like this, a little wider than your hips. Okay, good. Now stand with your feet so that your heels, so go about hip distance apart so you feel like you have a stable base. You feel balanced where you are. Without locking your knees, make your legs nice and strong. Tone your abdominals gently, so feel a gentle pull of your navel towards your spine. Then lift your arms back behind you. Yeah, try to straighten out your arms. Good, maybe lift your head and your gaze a little bit. Okay, now we're gonna hinge forward just halfway. Lift your arms up, just go to halfway. Keep your spine long. Then push into your feet, keep looking forward. Inhale, come on back up. Okay, good. Now narrow your hands a little bit, maybe a smidge, maybe a lot. If you feel like you want to stretch a little more in the shoulders, pull the strap top behind you. Stretch your arms straight. Good. Keep your gaze forward. Hinge. Neck relaxed. Push down into your feet. Come on back up. Okay, one more, maybe a little narrower if that feels good. If your shoulders are feeling tight where they are, just keep the hands as wide as you need to. Okay, stretch them back. Hinge. Hinge. Okay, inhale and come on back up. Okay, set the strap over to the side for the moment now again. You do this holding the chair or not holding the chair. We're going to do some pelvic tilts here. So if you feel like you need the stability and you want to hold the chair, fine. If you want to do it without, that's fine too. We're going to go soft knees, like a little baby chair pose. So knees a little soft. And as you soften your knees, instead of letting your pelvis rock forward like this, feel like you're sticking your behind back behind you a little bit. That's it. And then your hands on the chair or hands on hips. As you inhale, tip your pelvis forward and look up. And as you exhale, tuck your pelvis under and look down. Good. Inhale, tip your pelvis forward, look up. Exhale, tip it back. And then just like that, a few more times. You can squeeze your elbows together and lift your head as you arch. That's it. And then you can let the front of the elbows come together a little and the head drop as you round. Okay, do one more. Arch. And round. Okay, stay in the rounded position for a minute. So keep your pelvis tucked under. Just a little experiment here, ready? So tuck your pelvis under now. Keeping your pelvis tucked under, pull your elbows back and try to lift your head. They'll go up a little bit. It'll happen. Okay, now go to neutral. So neutral pelvis, neutral knees, elbows back, head back. They're going to go back a little bit more, right? Now do that forward tilt of the pelvis. So bring a little arch to your back. And now feel how much more your elbows can go back, shoulders can go back. So it's like this little thing, the pelvis affects the neck, right? The legs affect the spine, literally the way that we can see. Come back to neutral. So moving our bodies in certain ways can help us see the world in different ways. Okay, here's what we're doing next. I want the seat. I want you facing the seat for this one. Okay, similar thing. We're not going to do with the hands behind the back this time. I want you to get that hinge action. So hands on your hips this time, hinge forward, and you can go hands to the chair if you need it. And then we're going to just come up from there. So we're just going halfway again. So it's a hinge. Hands can go to the chair or you can stay hands on hips. Either way is fine. But spine long, look forward towards the chair. Try to not let your head drop. And come on back up. Do a couple more like that. Hinge. That's it. Hands can come to the chair. Inhale back up. One more time. Hinge. Okay, now hands either to the chair seat, or if you want to let your spine round a little bit, go to that lower rung of the chair. And then look between the chair feet, and then look towards your toes, and then look towards your knees, and let your head drop down. Not good for your back. Can you do this one, Susan? Like just stay in the half position here, like here, so you're getting a little stretch for your hamstrings. Is that okay?
Let my eye go beneath my heart.
So here, your head, that's what I was saying. Like, so if you're higher up, does that work or no? Yeah. Like if you go forward a little, just so you get a little stretch in your hamstrings, but stay up high, like here. Is that okay? Good, perfect. Okay, now bring your awareness to your right leg. Let your right knee bend. Let your right hip drop down. Shift your weight to your left foot. Left leg is straight. Right knee bent, left leg straight, weight to the left. That's it. Good. Hold there. Feel a little deeper stretch into the left leg, left hip. Okay, now straighten your right leg. Bend your left knee. Right leg straight, left knee bent. Weight more to the right foot. So you're getting the stretch into the right leg, the right hip a little bit. That's it. You got it, Susan. That's it. Yeah. Good. One more breath. And then come to center. Okay, now look forward. Look towards the chair. Walk your hands to the chair seat. Your knees can be a little soft here. Come to a long spine. Hinge from your hips. Come all the way up. Reach up. Stretch up tall. And exhale, release your arms down. Okay, nice. I want to do a lunge now. So you can do it. So we're going to go right foot forward, left foot back. You can do it with your hands on the chair seat. You can do it with your hands on the chair back, standing a little closer. So whichever way feels more comfortable for your body. The chair seat, of course, is going to be a little bit deeper. So left foot forward, like close to the chair, maybe even like between the chair legs. And then hands holding the back of the chair or the seat of the chair, stretch your right leg back behind you. And then see if you can get your right leg far back enough that your heel is off the floor. So you're getting a little stretch for your calf, and then bend into your left knee a little bit more. That's it. Take your knee forward towards the chair. Now, bring your shoulders back over your hips a little bit. Take your head back. Lift your eyes and your gaze. Make your back leg really strong, and then soften your eyes. See whatever you're seeing in front of you, but see with a soft gaze. Open your peripheral vision. See a wider view of your space and your world and your life and everything. Okay, look towards the chair, and then step in with the back foot, and just come stand at mountain pose for a moment. Come upright to stand. I always like to take that moment between sides to just feel one side, feel the other side, feel a shift in your body. And then we'll take the other leg back. So again, hands on the back, hands on the seat, either way. Left foot back. You got it. So back heel up if possible. Right knee over the ankle, pushing forward towards the chair. At the same time, push back through your left leg into your heel. Take a breath and lengthen your spine. Just get taller through your spine. Yes, good. Lift up your gaze a little bit. Soft gaze, soft eyes, wide perspective. Try to see the world with that wider view. The Dalai Lama calls it the God's eye perspective. Neil deGrasse Tyson calls it the overview effect. I'm calling it the vacation effect this week. So whatever you want to call it, wide perspective. Okay, look down towards the chair and then step in with your back foot. Come on up. Okay. Okay, here's what I want to try. We're going to do another lunge. We're going to spin the chair around. This one, I think it's going to be better with the hands on the seat back. Watch me for a second. I'm going to turn around this way, actually. So we did right foot forward or right foot back first? I think we did right foot back first. Okay, so here's what we do. We're going to come back to that lunge. We're going to take it into a twisting lunge. So the first thing that's going to move is your head. You're going to turn your head. If you've got your balance, you're going to open your arm out to the back. Then you're going to turn forward and hand forward. That's it. Now, if letting go of the chair is not going to be the right thing for you, you're just going to go head and back to center. Okay, so face your chair, hands on the seat back, right leg back. You got it. And the other thing you can do is put your right heel down. If you need a little more stability, that's another option. You can be like in a more warrior one stance. Okay, stand up tall. You were here already, so should feel a little easier this time. Left hand, right hand is going to stay on the chair. Turn your head to the left. Look over your left shoulder. If you've got your balance, take your left arm back behind you. Twist a little deeper, holding onto the chair with the right. Good. Then look forward and take your hand back to the chair. Just like that. Turn your head to the left. Stay there or open the left arm out to the left. Look towards your left hand. Then look forward towards your right hand. And hand back to the chair. Okay, one more time. Turn your head. Sorry, I did it wrong. Turn your head first, then take your arm. Okay, stay here, or you can take your hand and reach, try to catch your right thigh behind you. Take a little bit of a deeper twist. Yeah, our hand just behind your back. Little deeper twist, look over your shoulder. Okay, then slowly, carefully look forward. You got it. Hand to the chair and step forward. Very good. Second side. Right foot is forward, left foot is back. Good? Okay. So head moves first. Line up yourself nice. So back leg strong, right knee over the ankle. It doesn't have to be a super long lunge for this one. It can be a shorter lunge if that feels more stable for you. Okay, deep breath in. Get long through your spine. As you exhale, turn your head to the right. Open your right arm to the right. Turn your head forward. Good. And then hand forward. Turn your head. Stay there or open the arm or just, use that chair there if you need to. Good. Turn your head forward and forward. Okay, last time, head to the right. Fix your gaze. Get steady in your gaze. That helps you to stay steady in your body. Then arm behind you. Stay there or, reach for your back leg or hand behind your back and then twist a little bit more. And if you can, look over your shoulder behind you. Soft, wide gaze. Okay, inhale, face front, hand to the chair, and step forward. Okay, do a little march out. If you need to hold the chair and march, that's fine, but do a little march out for the legs and step a little wide. Okay. Now, warrior one pose, which is similar to what we were just doing, but the back heel is going to be down. So right foot back first. That was the side. So step back with your right foot, land your right heel down. So turn your foot out a little bit on an angle. Yep. That's it. And then push down to the pinky side of your foot. Make your leg nice and strong. Then turn your body forward, back towards the chair, hands on the chair. Bend your left knee towards the chair, keeping your right heel down. Now, come on your if you've got your balance, come on your fingertips on the chair, move your shoulders back. Draw your ears back, your throat back. If you've got your balance, take your right arm up. Then you can either switch arms or take your left arm up to join your right arm. Soft gaze, soft eyes, but fix your gaze. Widen out the vision, the peripheral vision. So it's not just you here doing the pose, wobbling, falling over, or holding steady, whatever's happening, but it's all of us together. Left hand to the chair, right hand to the chair. Good, you guys. Step forward. Take a minute, do a little march out. All right, second side, left foot back. So go as long as it feels, as long with your feet as it feels reasonable to go. Then bend your right knee over your ankle towards the chair. Keep your back heel down. Good, come on your fingertips on the chair so your shoulders move back over your hips. Keep your chin parallel to the floor. So instead of letting your chin lift way up, you hear what happens to my voice when I do that? Move your throat back, your ears back, just soft gaze. Then left arm up. Maybe that's enough. Maybe right arm up too. Breathe steady where you are. Gaze steady where you are. Even if your body feels wobbly, use the chair if you need to, but keep your gaze steady. One more breath in. And then exhale, left hand to the chair, right hand to the chair. Good. And step your feet underneath you. Okie dokie. Here's the next pose. And I'm going to give some different options here. I'm going to put blocks here because it's a big hamstring stretch. So if the hamstrings are on the tighter side, you're probably going to want to use the chair. Watch me for a second. So for this one, the legs are going to be straight. The legs stay straight. It's not quite as long of a stance as we did for warrior, right? So a little bit shorter and the hips are facing towards the chair. Okay, watch me. So I'm going to try to keep my hips level. I'm going to take my hands are going to go to here. They're going to go to here. They're going to go to here. They're going to go to here. If you can reach the floor, of course, go to the floor. Any one of those options is fine. This is the pose. So we'll have left foot out in front. If you're using the chair, stand as close to the chair as you can. If you want to use blocks, stand between your blocks. Right foot back, left foot forward. Good. Then make your legs straight and strong. And turn your hips so that right hip is going to want to open up to the right. So try to turn it, wrap it around. You shouldn't feel that in your back knee at all. If you feel it in your knee, you can leave the hip a little open. And then lean forward, take your hands to the chair. Good. Then maybe take the hands to the seat. Keep your spine long. Try to keep pulling your left hip back as you're coming forward. Then maybe the hands want to go a little lower. Keep looking forward towards the chair. Maybe you want to go hands to blocks. Maybe you want to go hands to floor. If you've got your balance, you can look towards your toes or towards your ankle or even towards your knees. If you feel wobbly, keeping the head slightly lifted is going to help. Yeah, you can even put your head on the chair. That's not a bad idea. I like it. You can go over the chair, Mark, too, if you want to. Yeah. Take another breath. Yeah, you could step wider. Step your foot forward more. Or other foot back more. Yeah, Susan, I like that better. Like hinge forward a little from the hips. You can keep your head lifted, but you can sort of pull your hips back a little bit so you get that stretch in the hamstring. Yeah, you could even step back on your mat a little more so that your head stays up, but you get a little more stretch in the legs. How's that? Yeah. Okay. Lift your head, look forward, walk your hands back up your chair. Got it. Okay, come on up. All right, how'd that go? Okay, big stretch, I know. Left foot back. So legs stay straight. Stand as close to your chair. So the tighter the hamstrings are, the closer to the chair is going to be easier. If the hamstrings are on the looser side, you can step back a little bit so you have a little bit of room and you can sort of clear the chair. Okay, so start hands on the chair back and that right hip pulling back. And then maybe that's it. Maybe you're lowering hands to the seat, maybe to the rail at the bottom, maybe to the floor or to blocks. Maybe your head's coming onto the chair. That's it. Try to keep both legs as straight as you can. Good. Then take your gaze towards your toes. Yeah. Maybe towards your ankle. Maybe towards your knee. That's it. Let your breath be calm, even, steady. And even in this forward folded position, can we keep that soft, wide gaze? I know it's tempting to close your eyes, and that's fine. If you need to close your eyes, it's okay. But just see what happens maybe when you take that soft, wide perspective view. Open the peripheral vision. Okay, then look forward, bend your front knee, walk yourself back up, and come on back to stand. Okay, turn your chair around. So you're facing the seat. Okay, standing pigeon. So here's how we will start. Hands on the chair back, right foot on the chair if you can. If we need to, you can also step it onto the rung below, and I can show you with blocks if you need to do it on blocks. And then you're gonna come more towards the pinky edge of your foot. So it's a little bit of a hip stretch. Here's the position. You can also bring your hands down lower if you want more of a stretch. So if you can, get your right foot up on the chair. That's it. Hold the chair back. So lean forward. That's good. Yes. Yeah, good, Herb. I like that. Okay. Then heel toe your foot over to the left. Come onto the pinky side of your foot. So the big toe is lifting up. Now flex your toes. Pull your toes back. Yeah. Let your knee drop down towards the floor. If you're getting a big stretch in your right hip, just stay there and breathe. Herb, that's impressive. If you want to go deeper, walk your hands to the seat of the chair. You could even go lower. You could bend your elbows, let your head go towards your knee. Don't go too crazy. Keep it reasonable. Keep it reasonable. That's it. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's it, Wendy. Nice. Okay, look forward first. Hands to the chair back. Good. And then step your foot off. All right. Well done. Okay. Second side. So you can hold the chair, get your left foot out. So chances are it's out to the left a little bit. That's fine. That's it. Good. And then heel toe over to the right. Yep. Be on the pinky edge of your foot. Spread out your toes. Pull your toes back. Yeah, that's it. And then you can hinge from your hip here. You can walk your hands down any amount. You can take your head down. Shouldn't feel this in a knee. Knees should feel okay here. If you're feeling it in a knee, let me know. We have ways to adjust for that. Good. Take a couple breaths. Again, soft eyes, soft gaze. Try to stay relaxed in your shoulders. I know we're kind of hanging on for dear life here a little bit, so hang on, but hang on in a relaxed way. Okay, then lift your head. Hands come up if they were down, and then slide that foot back to the floor carefully. All right, come on up. Good, let's sit back down. Turn your chair to face the long edge, how we started. Okay, scoot forward a little bit on your seat. Actually, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go into a side bend. So you're gonna hold the chair, the right side of the chair with your right hand, and scoot a little bit left. So your left hip is on the chair, but your right hip is on the chair. Your left can be off a little bit, and then you're going to stretch your left leg out to the left. Vacation, the brain is still a little bit in St. Lucia, you guys. Okay, now you're going to hold on to the right side of the chair. Take your left hand to your left leg, and then lean to the left any amount. Okay, now you can switch hands. You can hold the chair with the left hand, and you can take your right arm up. If that feels unstable, just keep your right hand down. Of course, if you feel balanced, just keep your left hand on your left leg. That's fine too. Yeah. Press your right hip down, reach to your right fingertips. Oop, somebody's ringing. Inhale, come upright. Good. Now keep your legs as they are. Take your left hand to your right knee. Take your right hand, if you can reach, to the chair behind you. You can also just hold the side, hold whatever you can reach. Good. Now keep extending your left leg, but turn your belly to the right. Breathe in and lengthen your spine, and as you breathe out, turn your belly. Breathe in and get tall again, and then turn your shoulders and your ribs. One more breath in to get tall, and then turn, look over your right shoulder. Take your eyes all the way to the corner. See as far as you can over to the left as you can. Good. Then inhale, turn your head forward and release. Okay, good. Step your left foot underneath, scoot a little bit right. Yeah. It's okay. Can you turn it off? Do you know how to turn the sound off? Okay. I could show you, but if you want me to show you, I can. Okay. I just don't want to go off in Shavasana. Yeah, so the right hip can be a little bit off. Your left hip is going to be solidly on, and you can be holding on to the chair seat for stability if you need. Okay. Right hand, your right hand to your right leg. Lean a little bit right. Good. You can stay here, or you could go left arm up. You can hold the chair if you need to, or your hand can stay on your leg. That's it. One more breath. Good. Inhale, come up. Okay. Right hand to left knee. Left hand behind you. Hold the side or the back, whatever you can reach. Breathe in. Turn your belly to your right. Nope, your left. Breathe in. Turn your ribs and your shoulders towards the left. Good. One more time. Get tall through your spine, and then twist a little bit more. Turn your head, turn your gaze, look over your left shoulder. Keep your right leg stretching out long. Then inhale, turn your head to center and release your hands. Good. Come back to center on your chair. All right, scoot forward a little bit. Slide your legs out straight, heels up. Toes up, heels down, not heels up. Really, brain's still a little on vacation. Okay, hands on your thighs. And then slide your hands down any amount. Push your butt back into your chair. Hinge forward. Yeah, keep it reasonable. Keep it reasonable. If you can reach the floor, go to the floor. If you can't reach the floor, keep your hands on your legs. Good. Push your butt back into the chair. Lengthen forward out of your spine. Don't fall off that chair. All right. Good. Then you can bend your knees, step your feet underneath you, walk your hands back up. Okay. Cross your right ankle. This is your right ankle over your left knee. Flex your foot. Actually, let's do a point and flex. So point a little bit, and then flex a little bit, and then point and flex, and do one more. Point and flex, and then keep it right in the middle of those two. So the toes are pulling back a little, the ankles nice and straight, and then hinge from your hips. Come forward. You can go elbows onto your shins. Of course, if you want to go elbows in front or hands out into the floor in front, you can do it like that. Let your right knee press down towards the floor. Maybe try to feel a little stretch into the right hip. All right, come on back up. Uncross. Left ankle on top. Sit up tall. Point and flex. Point and flex. And as you're doing that, look at your ankle and see, for most of us, the ankle is going to want to kind of bow one way or the other. Try to make the ankle straight, the foot straight, and then pull it back straight. Yeah. And then point it and pull back. Last one. Point and flex. Good. Keep the ankle nice and straight, and then hinge. Maybe just a little bit. If you're already getting a big stretch, you're not going to take it too deep. Relax your neck. Soften your gaze. Again, you can go forearms in front. You can go forearms on top. Any arm position that works for you. Let your head, your neck, your jaw soften. Let your left knee be your left knee heavy towards the floor. All right, come on back up. And uncross. Okay, preparing for relaxation. So if you want blocks under your feet, put blocks under your feet. If you want If you want a blanket over the back of your chair, you can put a blanket over the back of your chair. However you're comfortable. We're going to sit back into the chair a little bit. Let your back rest back into the chair. Let your hands rest on your thighs. So for this one, you can be in a more relaxed position. If you prefer to be upright, that's fine, but you can let your back relax a little bit into the back of the chair. And we'll let the eyes close gently. And as you let your eyes close, just begin to soften and have this sense of the outer boundaries of your body softening. The skin, your muscles, your bones relaxing. All the things that make us who we are, but also make us feel separate. Begin to let those things melt away. Soften all the features of your face, your eyes, your tongue, your jaw. So many ways we differentiate ourselves are related to our face, our color of our eyes, color of our hair. Let go of all of those labels you put on yourself, all of those ways as you soften your body, as you soften your face and your eyes and your jaw, that you feel separate or disconnected. With each breath, draw your awareness inwards. And then imagine that you had a big wide angle camera, like in a movie, and you are seeing yourself in the context of the room with everybody here together. Let the camera zoom out. See yourself in the context of New Jersey, North America, of the entire earth. You're still there, you're still a part of it, but it's so much bigger and wider. And then keep zooming out. See yourself in the context of our galaxy, our solar system, the universe, the multiverse. And just rest for a few breaths in that wide open view. Now begin to zoom your awareness back in from the universe to the Milky Way, to our solar system, to Earth. Hold the whole Earth and yourself together in your awareness. And then keep zooming in. Bring yourself back into your body, into the separate being that you are, but yet perhaps feeling a little more connected to that which is outside yourself. It's within you, that energy. It's around you. It's everywhere. You know, it's easy to be in this room and in our yoga practice and be talking about the cosmic perspective or the God's eye perspective or the overview effect, but stick yourself in a house at the top of a mountain with your family and things go differently. You know, we step out of this room and things go differently often. But the invitation of yoga is not just the hour or a couple of hours we spend on our mats during the week. It's the invitation to this wider perspective. The invitation to see oneness before you see separateness. to see the ways that we are similar before the ways we are different. They're all there. Both perspectives are true. It's just a shift in the way we're seeing it. All right, draw your spine up tall now. Sit up nice and tall. And take your hands together onto your heart or in front of your heart, whatever your practice is. And let's send each other off with one last blessing with reverence for ourselves, for each other, for this practice, for all beings. Let's chant one Om to close. If you'd like to join, take in a deep breath. Om. Namaste. Thanks, everybody. Thank you. Hope you have a great day. No, not tonight. Oh, I know. There was about 27 of them on Monday. So they've sprayed multiple times. The powders in the room, they have not bothered anyone. I know it's bothersome that they're in here. I know. We had a hornet in here. I swear to you, it was this big the other day. That was like knocking into the wind. I mean, looked like a queen bee. They're dealing with it. It's being dealt with. I'm sorry. We're doing the best we can. Yeah. Oh, he did? Oh, maybe he's been. I don't know.
What's going on there?
Oh, we've had some bees nests outside, and we cannot figure out how they're getting in or where they're getting in. And they find they're in here on ladders. They've put the powder in. We've been dealing with it for days, but that's what's going on. So anyway.